we have come to the end of our course, and this is actually the last class. I'm like so happy. It has been so draining, but you know what? I said, let me be dedicated to ensure that you really, really, really learn best. And this is the most important class you're going to have. I saved the best for the last. Why? Because there are so many things school doesn't teach. School will not teach you how to handle that crazy client. It will not. It will not teach you how to react when a client abuses you. So they only teach you about academics. So mostly they won't give you the experience because you have to experience it firsthand. They will only mention of emotional intelligence as a virtue, but will not show you how to cultivate it. So the school of life, as we call it, will make you cultivate it. And you are now going to the school of life. Most creatives, I have found this with a lot of creatives, they don't know how to handle clients, how to tickle them, how to present themselves, how to negotiate on pricing, and how to win over deals. This is the class that will teach you that. And as I said, it's the most important class you're going to have. Now, someone told me, I don't even have branding and all those things. How I built my business is I asked myself, how can I get a client to come back to my business? That's it. I just needed to figure that out. And from there, I have had clients on end because that one client became my marketing. That is only achieved by soft skills. So, what are soft skills? Soft skills are personal attributes that enable someone to interact effectively and harmoniously with other people, e.g., communication skills, people skills, time management, etc. Hard skills are objective, quantifiable skills gained through training. Whatever I just taught you, you now know how to do websites in WordPress and Elementor. That is a hard skill. So, the first thing you're going to learn is communication, which is imparting or exchanging information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium, can be categorized into three basic types. One, verbal communication, which you listen to a person to understand their meaning. Written communication, you read their meaning. And nonverbal communication, which you observe a person and infer meaning to however they're acting. Verbal communication, so basically it's talking to someone. The message is oral. Uh, Example is explaining your process for gathering results, presenting your final projects to stakeholders, or just talking to a client to seal that deal. The key verbal communication skills to develop are one, tone. You need to have a positive, confident tone on speaking to the client. Responsiveness. You need to avoid simply responding to a question with structured, prepared answers because you'll be a robot. You need to make the meeting more conversational rather than a rigid back and forth. Three, clarity. Be concise and straightforward. Don't beat around the bush. You can pause to get clear your thoughts before answering. Curiosity. Ask original questions during the interview that help you understand the company further and demonstrate your interest. This is, let's say, for people that are doing interviews. Nonverbal communication is the transmission of messages or signals through a nonverbal platform, e.g., eye contact, facial expression, gestures, postures, and body language. One, body language. These are the types. One, the way someone positions their body, depending on the situation and how they're feeling. E.g., someone might cross their arms if they're feeling angry or nervous. Movement is the way you move your arms and legs, such as walking quickly, slowly, standing, sitting, or fidgeting. E.g., sitting still and paying attention in a meeting conveys respect and attention. Posture, the way you sit or stand, also communicate your comfort level. E.g., someone might slouch their shoulders if they feel tired, frustrated, or disappointed. So always avoid slouching in meetings. Gestures, uh, they're generally used for both intentionally and intentionally to convey information to others. E.g., someone might display a thumbs up, communicate confirmation. Space, This is very important. Creating or closing distance between yourself and the people around you can also convey messages about your comfort level, the importance of the conversation, a desire to support or connect with others, and more. E.g., you might stand 2 to 3 feet away from a new contact to respect their boundaries. It's what we call personal space. If you are intruding in a client's personal space, no matter how good you are, they'll not feel comfortable with you, and with that, they'll not feel comfortable giving you the project. How to read nonverbal cues? Reading nonverbal cues, such as body language, is a difficult skill, but you can refine it. While each person uses nonverbal communication differently, there are several common cues to pay attention. Um, which is very, very, very good to be mindful of any signs of nonverbal communication while even as people are talking. So here are a few cues. One, posture. If someone has got their shoulders back and a spine straight, this is a sign that they're engaged, listening, and open to the ideas of information. If they're exhibiting a poor posture with their shoulders slouched or raised, spine bent, they might be nervous, anxious, or angry or disinterested. Use of arms. If a person has got their arms down to their side on the table or arranged in some order or some open way, this is a sign that they feel positive and ready to absorb information. If their arms are crossed or closed, they might be experiencing some sort of negative emotion. We have said that people process negative, they process nonverbal cues differently. So it's not, that's why we are saying might. It's not like 100% that's what it is. It's might most times. Use of legs. If a person has both feet placed flat on the ground, this is a sign that they really feel ready and open to every idea. If their legs are crossed or arranged in some other closed information, they might be feeling irritated or stressed. Use of facial expression. If you're communicating with someone who's frowning or a furrowed brow, tight lips, you might pause to ensure they don't feel confused, angry, or some other negative emotion. If you're communicating with someone who has a soft smile, relaxed facial muscles, or gently raised eyebrows, these are signs that they feel good about the information you're presenting. Nonverbal cues is an essential part in communication, and it's important to both read and interpret the nonverbal cues of your clients and respond with appropriate body language throughout. One, when your client enters the room, stand up, stand up, and actually greet them with a reasonable, confident handshake. Have a firm handshake. It shows your confidence. And this, even how a client perceives you and even shakes your hand, can tell this is a beginner, this guy is unconfident about this project and such things. So smile when greeting your client and naturally throughout your meeting with them. So you need to be welcoming such that they are free with you. Sit with your shoulders back and chin up to convey confidence. Don't shout, don't slouch. Place both feet on the ground or crossed at the ankles and lay your hands on top of one another at the table to express openness and friendliness. Use gestures naturally without being distracting. Okay? Don't use them too much. Speak with a reasonable, confident tone so your client can easily and clearly understand you without being too loud. Use natural conversational intonation without going up or down too unnaturally. Okay, so these are some of the nonverbal communications that you should be having with your client. And with that, we wrap the soft skills and our course. Thank you so much.